Most Gumroad shops fail because creators chase vanity metrics instead of solving a specific paid problem. In 2024, my store hit its first $1,000 in under 72 hours, not by luck, but by executing a single automated sales funnel. I'm pulling back the curtain on the exact product blueprint I used, and the third method specifically, the one that drives sales while I sleep, is what you've been missing to finally scale. Get to work. Many people look at Gumroad and see a place to sell ebooks, but that's thinking too small. Gumroad is actually a high leverage storefront for your expertise. The first step to your first win is creating a low friction asset. Forget writing a 300-page book that takes 6 months to finish. Instead, build a resource that solves one sharp, specific problem. My friend Sam built a simple template for professional Notion dashboards in 2 weekends. He priced it at $20. He posted about it on X, formerly known as Twitter, 3 times a day for a week. Within 6 weeks, he had 52 customers. That's over $1,000 from a product that took him less than 20 hours to create. Why did it work? Because he identified a pain point. People wanting organized workspaces, but lacking the design skills to build them. And he offered a plug-and-play solution. He didn't promise to change their life. He promised to save them time. Okay, so that's your easy win. You find a small, irritating problem, and you solve it with a template, a checklist, or concise guide. But now you need to level up. This brings us to the second phase, the power of the tiered offer. Most people put one price on their Gumroad page and hope for the best. That's leaving massive amounts of money on the table. You need to create a value ladder. Start with your core product at $25. Then, add a premium tier at $75 that includes a video walkthrough or a private community access code. And finally, create a VIP tier at $200 that includes a one-on-one audit or personalized feedback. A study by the Harvard Business Review found that offering multiple price tiers can increase conversion rates by up to 28%. Why? Because it appeals to different levels of urgency and budget. The person who has no time will pay $200 for your help. The person who has time but lacks a system will pay $25 for your template. You are capturing the entire market spectrum with one single listing. If you are finding these specific strategies useful, hit that subscribe button. I break down these systems every single week, and I'd love to see you stick around for the next one. Now, are you ready for the big one? This is the method that most people completely overlook. It's called the pre-sale launch sequence. Before you build a single word of your product, you validate the demand. You create a simple landing page on Gumroad for a product that doesn't exist yet. You add a pre-order button at a 50% discount. Then you go to your social media platforms and announce that you're building this specific tool. You share the outline. You share your progress. You invite your audience to contribute feedback to the final version. This is the secret. When people buy something before it's finished, they don't just become customers. They become co-creators. They want the product to succeed because they helped shape it. I saw this happen with a creator in the coding niche who pre-sold a data science course. He generated $3,000 before he had written even one module. When he finally launched the full product 2 months later, his pre-order customers were his biggest brand ambassadors. They left glowing reviews because they felt a sense of ownership over the result. Think about that for a second. You get paid to do the market research. You get paid to validate the demand. And you eliminate the risk of spending hundreds of hours on a product that nobody wants to buy. It completely flips the traditional business model on its head. Instead of guessing what people need, you are responding to what they are already paying you for. It is the ultimate form of efficient creation. So how do you put this all together today? First, pick that small problem you can solve with a template or a guide. Second, structure your pricing into 3 tiers so you catch every type of buyer. And third, launch the pre-sale page before you finish the actual work. Once you see how this works, you'll never launch a product any other way. It moves the focus from what can I sell to how can I best serve my audience. That is the shift that separates hobbyists from professional creators. You aren't just selling digital files. You are selling a transformation. You are saving your customers from their own frustration. And that is the most valuable business you can build in the digital economy. Take these 3 steps, execute them this week, and you'll see exactly why this process is so addictive. If you enjoyed this breakdown, share it with one friend who needs a nudge to start their own digital store. And don't forget to subscribe. I have a deep dive coming up on how to write emails that turn free subscribers into paying customers, and you won't want to miss that one. I'll see you in the next one. Now go build something great. The process is simple, but simple is often the hardest thing to execute consistently. Remember that the first sale is always the hardest. After that, it's just about optimization and scaling. Don't get stuck in the cycle of over-editing. Perfection is the enemy of profit. Get the product out into the world. Let the market tell you what it needs. Adapt, iterate, and keep moving forward. That's the entire game. See you next week.